Can the Bengals take down Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to get to 4-1 on the season? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien with AllBengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals Talk here at Paul Brown Stadium, where Cincinnati hoping to take down the first place Packers, the team that has gone to 2 straight NFC championship games. And look, it's a tall task. It's something that's much easier said than done. We're going to get into my keys to victory, and then I will give you a prediction for Sunday's matchup. The first things first, I think as big as it is going to be to get heat on Aaron Rodgers, and I'll get to that, and pressure on the quarterback and try to slow down Davante Adams, points. Points. Offense wins in today's NFL. That's why the Bengals drafted Jamar Chase. It was the right decision. That's why it's such a great thing that T. Higgins is back. And regardless if Joe Mixon plays or not, it is about points. And so can the Bengals get to 30 points? Obviously, they can't turn the ball over, but can they be that explosive offense that they envision? They're not even averaging 24 points per game so far this season. They've had their struggles, their slow starts. You cannot get off to a slow start on Sunday against these Packers, because if that's the case, you're going to get blown out. You're going to get your asses handed to you. And so that's the key. Quick start and 30-plus. If they get to 30-plus points, I feel pretty confident that they'll be in the game or in a position to, at minimum, win the game. And that's all you could really ask for when you got Joe Burrow. You know, if you got 4 minutes left and Burrow has the ball in his hands with the chance to win it, you feel good about where you're at, or 2 minutes for that matter. So that's my key number one, 30-plus points, and obviously a fast start. Key number two, find a way to make sure that you can stay balanced-ish, even if it doesn't mean running the ball. And here's what I mean by that. Quick hitters to a Chris Evans, glorified runs where, yeah, Burrow might not have to drop back, 5-step drops and hold the ball for 3 seconds on multiple plays, play after play after play. You don't want that to be the case, even if he does have to throw 40-plus times. And I think he probably will have to do that on Sunday. On the flip side, defensively, you want to hit Aaron Rodgers early. Get him out of a rhythm early. Frustrate him early. And if you do that, you have a shot, because he's going to make some plays. Aaron Rodgers is going to walk into 21 points because he's Aaron Rodgers and he's a future Hall of Famer, and he could just flip his hands and, drop a dime right in the middle of the end zone to anybody, right? So this guy is a freak. Davante Adams, Aaron Jones, we know how great those two players are as well. But if you can hit Aaron Rodgers early and just slow down Jones, and Jones hasn't had huge rushing games this year, right, then you got a shot at doing it. As far as containing Davante Adams, I expect them to bracket him. I don't know if Chidobe Awuzie, who is going to be back this week, if they'll use him to follow Adams, or maybe you just put one corner on one side, one corner on the other, and make sure there's help over the top, which I think would make sense. Now, when you look at this matchup, though, again, I think the Packers are going to get their points. And even if you get after Rodgers early, they're going to find a way to score right before the half, or they're going to find a way to score quickly, or there's going to be a big deep ball or something like that. And that's something Lou Anarumo talked about earlier this week. Keep it in front of you. Back shoulder catches, as good as the Packers are at doing that, that's not the end of the world. The end of the world is giving up a 75-yarder early in the game, or giving up a 75-yarder with a 6-point lead late in the game. Something like that. You want to keep everything in front of you. Now, on offense, to me, Chris Evans is such a dark horse. It's such an underrated aspect if Joe Mixon is out, because he's going to be hard to prepare for. It's not like there's a ton of film on him, and I think he's capable of making an impact in this game. As for my MVP prediction, which I've tried to do week to week, I think it's going to be Tyler Boyd. I don't know who's going to guard him, but to me, if you're the Packers, you're going to be without Jair Alexander, the star cornerback, injured his shoulder last week. You're going to have to find a way to slow down Jamar Chase and, much like with Adams, limit his ability to go over the top and get past you. Well, you might bracket him. You might put a safety over the top and make sure you're keeping everything in front of you. Well, if that's the case, you got T. Higgins on the other side that's going to garner some attention. I think Tyler Boyd could have another huge game this week against the Packers. As for my prediction, well, you're not going to like it. And I am 1-3 on the year, so I will preface it with that. I've gotten it wrong more than I've gotten it right. And the good news for the Bengals is they're 3-1, and that's probably ahead of where a lot of people had them. I had them at 2-2 at this point, and I'm 1-3 predictions-wise. We'll see if I drop to 1-4. I have the Packers handling business right here at Paul Brown Stadium. I think Aaron Rodgers, too difficult to contain. I think he's going to be able to put up just enough. And while the Bengals will be in it late, I like the Packers 31-27. What's your score prediction? Leave it in the comment section and make sure you hit that subscribe button right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk, and check out allbengals.com as well for the latest and greatest Bengals news.